Yep, they'll figure it out.
All right, so moving on, man. What about Rodgers, man? I've been hearing so much about this dude. Like, I guess every offseason that he doesn't make it deep into the playoffs, or even when he does, you're still gonna hear about him. Just between his age, his contract, and just the Packers not really having a CEO or somebody who runs the team to speak for them. It's kind of like
Right.
a collaborative group. You're always gonna hear about Aaron Rodgers. So I've heard keep him, trade him, and possibly retirement.
I'm tired
So
of Aaron Rodgers, man. Like,
Bro, this feels
just
like Brett Favre all over again.
just move on. Just go play golf or something. Like I'm, because it's almost like, okay, so I heard the coach was, in the mix for him. It's just like the coach shouldn't do that because you've been burned 4 straight years trying to, get somebody at the end of their career to step in and just you're not you. We talked about this before. The Colts are not a quarterback away. They have a good running game, have a good defense. So they got two of the big pieces, but you gotta get some offensive weapons. You gotta get some wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you had two good young wide receivers that are, uh, possibly number ones or even number one or number two, then I say, yeah, okay, cool. You bring in Aaron Rodgers, but you don't have that. So I think they need to stay away. I don't feel like any team should. I don't know. I personally wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe if some kind of way the Vikings can possibly bring him in, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him with Justin Jefferson. But at this point, I'm just tired. I'm tired of Aaron Rodgers and his future. Like I'm tired. I
well,
wish he
what
would
I
just
heard is they're
stay.
not gonna trade him to the NFC. So that's
Well,
15 teams
yeah,
off the
well that
board.
makes sense. Then I just don't know. I'm just tired.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
yeah,
What about
I'm
you,
with
Ike?
Jared. Like, I don't care. I look. Like, this feels like Brett Favre all over again. It's like holding the team hostage. It's like, what are we gonna do with him? Is he gonna retire? If he's not gonna retire, are we gonna keep him? Are we gonna trade him? I guess if you trade him anywhere, send him to the Raiders. At least him and Devontae can see if they can rekindle that old flame. But definitely no. If I'm the Colts, no. Look, you've tried these has been quarterbacks year after year after year and made the playoffs with once.
Mm-hmm.
And those last three would
Yeah, Justin. Austin Rivers. Jeez, Philip
Philip
Rivers was
Rivers.
the only one that took us to the playoffs.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the rental quarterback thing's not working.
Yeah,
And I mean, you're gonna do the same thing with Aaron Rodgers, like, and you'll probably, if he don't retire, you're gonna push him into retirement. I forgot you had that. But yeah, if he don't retire, you're gonna push him into retirement after like a season there, and like, man, who really wants to live in Indy? No, I'm just joking.
He's good
Uh,
Green Bay right now.
yeah, I'm
right.
gonna say it's definitely colder in Green Bay. I'm
I'm
playing.
about to say it's way
Uh,
worse than Green Bay.
but no, man, it doesn't seem like anybody has any idea what he's gonna do, and he doesn't seem like he has an idea. And this feels like the same thing that Brett Favre did for like 3 straight seasons.
Yeah,
Like
I
at some
agree.
point, you got to move on. I don't think that
Oh,
Jordan Love is the answer, but you've got to move on.
okay. Real quick before we continue with this topic, Justin has been commenting in the comments, and it just popped up. So uh,
So Justice not really at a meeting, is what you're telling me.
I don't know. For some reason,
Mm,
he can comment. So
mm.
he's saying Jimmy is gone. He said it's Purdy time. So
uh,
just to get this all out and catch him up, and he says Rogers' contract is going to make him hard to move. That's true.
that's true. That's
That's a
very
hundred
much
million
true.
dollars right there. Because he got 50. He getting paid 50 million a year, and he said Rogers
This is
may
true.
be a Raider. So
Ooh wee.
I'm gonna keep
Shit,
his con.
I heard Tom Brady was going to Las Vegas.
Yeah. So I'm a
You think
I'm gonna
Brady
keep
would
his
go to the
comments in.
Raiders
I,
after
I
what they the team he was talking about when they picked Carr over him? He said, "You
no,
chose that motherfucker over me."
no, I thought they were talking about the
No, they
Dolphins.
were talking about no. Actually, came out. They was talking about the Colts, and he was talking about Philip Rivers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He would have went to the Colts.
He would have went to
He
the
would have
Colts,
went to the
and
Colts.
he was talking about that you picked that mother over me. That's what he was talking about. Philip Rivers on the Colts. He
Has
saying
that been confirmed? Because I've heard
yes,
Miami.
yes.
I heard the Raiders, so
Pull it up, Vern. Not
I,
now
yeah,
necessarily.
I will.
yeah.
Next
Shoot that
week,
over.
I'll find where I
Shoot
heard
that
that
over.
at.
Because
But
I've never heard that one.
Me
uh,
either.
yeah. But to catch up with, let me make sure I keep his comments close.
Technically speaking, you could say that about every team. Then you
Yeah.
know, every team in the league could have. Oh, he was talking about them. So I don't know.
Because they was talking about Jimmy for years, and then it came out that he wasn't talking about Jimmy, and I was like, well, I mean, I would have moved on. At that point, I mean, Jimmy did well enough to get us to a Super Bowl. Like, we didn't need to move off of him.
I just want passion, love and attraction, let me know that shit. Being savage, I just like crashing. See you in passing, ready for the madness. Please catch me. I just want passion, love and attraction, let me know that shit. Phone charge on its last light. Same clothes on from last night. Still lit like it's last night. Young living in the fast life. Young. Smoke cloud from the ash pipe. Catch air from the half pipe. I need a centerfold from the shows with the mansion. Chandelier dancing. Count in a Branton. Yeah. Been had hella Franks when it's ballpark figures. Might be in the field, but I came from the trenches. You can tell it's my time, look at better swing. I do like the charm on my wrist, let me glitch. Want me pay the way, I'm the wave, I'm authentic. Sitting courtside, got a sprain. Nigga, I bring the gang for the gang. Nothing but a thing when I sang. Young Usain, I sprinting. Getting fresh prints. Counting a blessing on blessing on blessing. They call me the reverend, y'all nigga play too much.